And welcome everyone to another episode of the Koto's Mojo. And as always, I'm your host, Patrick Koto. We got a lot to talk about today. Football season is back. We're 2 weeks into college. The NFL season is here. Exciting time. We got our boys on the show, Ian Georgeson, Matt Lauterbach. Boys, how we doing today?
Doing great.
Uh,
Finally, the first week of NFL football is upon us. Caleb Williams' debut is upon us as well. It's a great time to be a Chicago fan. The Cubs have been doing fucking incredible lately.
They have.
not yesterday.
Yeah, not yesterday, but a lot of runs lately. Looking to get that wild card spot. So yeah, happy to be
Oh,
here.
yep. Happy to enjoy end of summer while I could at Six Flags yesterday, until I almost lost my voice and then threw my neck out almost on Max Force.
Oh man, that
Ah,
usually happens to me on the Demon.
yeah. I went on Demon first, and that was fine. I was okay then, and then I went on Max Force and got whiplash because I stuck my head forward because the ride they faked me out. I thought there was like something wrong with the ride. Like I heard this like loud grumbling sound before the ride started, and I looked. I was like, "Wait, are we? Is there like an issue?" And then as soon as I did that, the ride started, and my head just went right back,
Oh,
and my neck just gave. So I have a lot of soreness in like my neck, the area where my neck
Is
meets
that a
my
new
left
ride at
shoulder.
Six Flags? Oh
Yeah,
my.
newer.
yeah, I haven't
Okay.
been to Six Flags in like 5 years.
Yeah, that came out in like 2019. So
Oh, okay. So I just missed
Yeah.
yeah,
that.
you go from 0 to 78 miles an hour in 1.8 seconds.
Nice.
So
Sounds like a roller coaster.
yeah, it's a fun one. I had a lot of fun on it, but that hurt throwing my neck out. So today's a recovery day.
Well, speaking of excitement, boys, like Ian said, the Bears season is coming up. Caleb Williams is making his NFL debut. I'm excited for the Bears, man.
Yeah, man. So I got a whole team ready to go.
Ooh, it's gonna be fun. That's
Exactly. The Bears start their season at home against the Tennessee Titans. I mean, home opener, Ian and I will be there. For the Bears this year, record wise, if we want to be realistic, I'm looking at 10-7.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean,
that's yeah.
gotta see. Gotta see how this team plays for the first game. I'm not predicting any records. This is a brand new team.
Yeah.
Well,
But
consider the season that we had last year going 7-10. We'll definitely pump those numbers up, but safely 10-7. Hey, if we win more than 10, I'll be happy, but I'll stick with 10-7.
this is something no one really talks about too. But I mean, we went 7-10 last year. But if you look at three games, and I know which games I'm thinking about: Denver, Detroit, first game, and then Cleveland. We had double-digit leads in the fourth quarter in all three of those games. If we just closed out those games, we would have been a playoff team because we would have finished ahead of Green Bay and made the playoffs as a wild card team. And yeah, we would finish with 10-7, and maybe we would have put to rest the debate if we should have, kept Justin Fields or not, because it didn't matter. We made the playoffs. So, you
Exactly.
know,
But we didn't, so we were in the tough situation of what we were going to do with Fields.
yeah.
And, you look back on the move, right? We weren't too pleased with it, but now we're
Yeah.
kind of happy that I feel like we made the right decision.
Yeah, because I mean, Fields was, say what you want about him. He's a great runner. He needs to prove more from a pocket standpoint. But I mean, when Jordan Love is proving more already and he's been in, he has had less playing time, it's not a good sign.
No, not at all.
Yeah, just well, we'll see. I know Russell Wilson's going to be taking that starting spot for Pittsburgh, so
I don't
we'll
know
see
what
what
to
goes on with Justin.
I don't know what to think of the Steelers this year. I don't know what
They're
to
going to be
make
a
of them.
mess.
They are
Yeah.
the biggest mystery team out there oh, that will lead to one of our big three bold predictions. Now that you say the Steelers, because yeah, I mean they are the most weirdest looking team this year. I mean, you say they have the offense and the defense, but it really hasn't been showing these past few seasons.
The
Yeah.
Pittsburgh standard ever since, I mean, really ever since like 2018. I mean, Steeler football has always had like that high standard of winning and success, but ever since 2018, that standard has really kind of gone away when Antonio Brown had his big meltdown. And I mean, you know, I like Mike Tomlin as a coach, but there's you got to think like, okay, when is it enough of just wanting to have winning records in a season? Like, when do you want to try and have more? Like, because I mean, for Steelers and the fans, it's been about winning Super Bowls, not just about having winning records and stuff. And I mean, if you're ownership and management, how long are you content with just having winning seasons before they get tired and say, we want to contend for championships and stop being a middling 500 team?
And there had been years too where the Steelers really took those seasons to the next level. Excuse me. Like you said, like we were talking about, 2017, they had a great year. They were the 2 seed in the AFC and then choked their way to Jacksonville. In 2020, the COVID year, they got off to that, well, cupcake undefeated start,
Yeah.
and then just choked it away in the playoffs, which we saw coming. We saw it coming.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. They've always been known as like a defensive strong team for the Steelers.
Yeah, but
I mean,
defense
look
is
at the Iron Curtain back in the day. Like they've always kind of relied on strong defense, and
Right.
now you don't have it. Now you don't really
yeah.
have much. Like the offense
Even
is just a mess with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. They're going to be fighting over a starting position. I'm sure they're going to bench Russell Wilson. I'll give him 4 games before he
Mm,
gets benched, and then they put
okay.
Justin Fields in, and then Justin Fields is I don't know, man. Who knows if they're actually going to have him returning kicks, coming in as a running back? They might. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with him.
you said good defense, but I mean, Ian, the great defenses are great and all, but the game is past that. I mean, you got to have
Yeah.
a high-powered offense leading the way, and they just for like the last 5 years they've shown an inability to do that.
Yeah, well, ever since old Big Ben retired, they have just been searching for their next quarterback, and it's been a mess. I
Even
mean,
You
with
thought
we know the feeling,
oh God, yeah, we know the feeling all
except
too
we
well.
never had that stud quarterback, even though he was a rapist.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Never
Oh yeah.
forget.
I mean, and then Kenny Pickett, he wasn't even the answer for Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson, dude's completely washed. Fields, only God knows, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Don't forget Steelers legend Mitchell Trubisky.
Yeah, now backing up Josh Allen again on the Bills bench again.
Yeah.
So,
You can tell he has a lot more fun with the Bills than he did when he went to the
oh,
Steelers. So
he hated it.
I'm sure he's just happy to be back there.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
hated Pittsburgh.
I mean, it was pretty telling after he came out in 20 after the 22 season and said, "Yeah, I maybe should have waited to see what the free agent market was like before I signed with Pittsburgh." And then he still was there for the next year. It's like, "Yeah, I don't think you really enjoyed your time here."
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, Mitchell. I would take him as our backup in a heartbeat.
Over Tyson
Wow.
Bagent?
Yes.
Wow.
I
That's
love Mitchell Trubisky, man. I will stand by that guy's side forever.
I don't blame you.
the true MVP legend.
Yep.
Well, speaking of the Bears, again, this team has a lot, speaking of, Trubisky, for the Bears, we have, our hopeful quarterback of the future with Caleb Williams. He's in the best position any quarterback is in right now with the loaded offense with Odunze, which by the way, I'm looking forward to trying that Odunze dog on Sunday.
Oh boy.
Odunze, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Tyler Scott, Cole Kmet, a strong running game with DeAndre Swift, Khalil Herbert, and Roshan Johnson.
And Caleb Williams is in the best situation a first overall pick could ever be. And it's not like Joe Burrow in Cincinnati or who's another one like Sam Bradford going into St. Louis back in like
Oh, that was a
2010.
disaster.
Yeah, that was just
Trevor
horrible.
Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, yeah, Trevor
Yeah,
Lawrence,
yeah.
another one.
Oh man, that
Oh
poor
God.
fucking guy.
Even what was it? Even Jared Goff back in like 2016 to the Rams. I mean, that was a bad situation, I think, that he had there
Yeah,
with
but look at
coaching.
him now, man. He's balling in Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, he's proving the Rams and Sean McVay wrong. So, or trying to.
Yep.
I mean, and not only that too. Matthew Stafford, 2009. The Lions were
Oh,
just coming up. The Lions were just coming off an 0-16 campaign. Cam Newton, he
yeah.
helped out the Panthers a little bit.
Cam Newton was a dud.
2011 Super Cam was good, but after
And then he started
2015.
dressing like Scooby Doo in the live action movie, and
I think
I
after
was out.
the 2018 year is when things started to fall off for Cam Newton.
Oh, I was
Hmm.
like during, yeah, it was not good because that was he really began to fall off.
Yeah.
That's when he
Yeah,
was
like
auditioning for Paris Fashion Week.
yeah, no, but for Caleb Williams, he's in the best position a rookie quarterback has been since Andrew Luck and hell, even Matt Ryan.
Oh
Because
yeah.
both those offenses were pretty leveled. Like y'all got to
Hmm.
remember Matt Ryan. His first touchdown pass, well, his first pass was a touchdown. It was like a 60-something yarder to Michael Jenkins.
And who was
Yep.
that against?
Oh
Detroit.
well, the Falcons did make the playoffs that year,
Yeah, that's true. They did. Matt Ryan really helped them out that year and getting them
and so
back to
did the Colts with
relevance.
Andrew Luck in his first season.
Yeah, Matt
Yeah.
Ryan was a stud, man.
And this
Uh,
Bears offense is more loaded than the Colts in Andrew Luck's rookie debut and Matt Ryan's rookie debut.
Yep.
yep.
So everything is on coaching. Got to make
Ev-
this work.
And
Everything is
Flus is a
proceeding.
coach, and Flus is a coach that still has yet to win me over.
Yeah.
Although I have liked his energy so far after watching the first 3 episodes of Hard Knocks.
Still haven't watched a single episode yet.
I mean, once you see it, you'll just begin to be like Palpatine. You'll just be like, everything is proceeding as I
You're not wrong.
I've been too focused on watching all the Marvel movies lately, so
Oh, there you
once I
go.
finish those,
Looking at the Bears this season, which player do you see standing out the most? Again, the offense is loaded, but I feel like someone's definitely going to stand out the most.
DJ Moore. I mean, this is going
Oh,
to be his second year in Chicago. He's got a great quarterback on his side. I think this guy is definitely going to be a top candidate for like offensive player of the year.
yeah, he's underrated. He's looking to make the Pro Bowl. He's looking to do a lot of damage. I mean, he did a lot of damage with the Bears last year, and when Fields was just force feeding him the ball, and yeah, Caleb Williams there with him now. I mean, I know him and Fields had great chemistry together, but I think DJ Moore is really going to enjoy playing with Caleb Williams, and
Oh, yeah.
they're gonna be
Caleb
unstoppable.
Williams loves it here in Chicago.
Yeah,
Oh, he's having such a great time. I
yeah.
mean, he invented the claw.
He did.
The claw.
The
He did a Green Bay
claw.
sucks chant in a bar.
Yep.
Yeah,
That was the day I was like, okay,
yeah,
I love this guy.
yeah. I mean, he was a Packers fan a long time ago. Actually, he had tweets of him saying "Go Pack, go" and stuff. But we don't
That's
have to
okay.
worry.
Everyone's stupid when they're young.
Everyone's dumb
Let's say
when
we
they're
all
young.
say
They're
we,
dumb.
we all say stupid shit as young kids, man. It's okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's all good, but it's okay. Caleb Williams has matured now. He's getting better and he's grown up, so he's on the right side of things now.
Yep.
For sure.
Living the clean life.
It's going to be an exciting year for the Bears. I can't wait. I just really can't wait. It's been a while since us Bears fans have been this excited.
Yeah. I mean, excited, but man, I just have a horrible feeling in my heart. It's just from what's happened in the past.
That's
We've been
that's
like,
why we
yeah, this is
need
our
Yeah.
year. After
Yeah.
2018, we're like, yeah, Cody Parkey fucked it up for us, but we could do it again. We could do it again. And nope,
Yeah.
dog shit.
why you have
And
to be cautiously optimistic.
And that's why
Cautiously.
I am cautiously optimistic.
And that's why I'm saying 10-7 is our
yeah,
record.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm excited for what they can do, but I'm also preparing for the worst.
yes, yeah, yeah. And if
That's the life
they,
of being a Bears fan in general.
well,
Yeah,
again, if Flu, you know, very sluggish this year, then I mean, he's gone. He's gone, and they're gonna find an offensive-minded coach for Caleb Williams.
yeah. Let's
Surpass
just
7. If they don't
bring
surpass 7
Lovey
wins,
back.
yes, thank you.
Yes,
If the Bears don't surpass 7 wins this year, fire Flus.
yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt. I mean, honestly, just build a Lovey Smith statue out of Soldier Field. Do it.
yeah. Especially for what he did for us when he was with Houston.
Yeah. He thought of us during that game, no doubt in my mind.
Oh, absolutely,
Way
man.
to help the Bears, Levy. Well, speaking of, standouts and stuff, there are definitely a lot of definitely a lot of teams out there that could be potentially sleeper teams this year.
Yeah,
Who do you
definitely,
guys
and
Yeah.
we're
see as
one of them.
who do you guys see as potential sleepers besides the Bears?
Oh
I
boy.
think Detroit's going to come out swinging again. I don't know if you can call that a sleeper just with how good they were, but I think that they're going to be fighting for that top spot with us for the NFC North. I think
Not,
they're going to
not
be
only
really
that
good this
too,
year,
Ian.
especially David Montgomery. His rushing game is just phenomenal, man. I wish we still had that guy.
Huh. Yeah. Goes there last year and makes us look even more dumber.
Yeah.
Scored the game winning touchdown against us in the first meeting between the
Yeah.
Lions.
Go figure.
Yep.
Go fucking figure.
Well, I like the pick in though because the Lions not only are they fighting for that top spot in the FC North, but I'll bet you any money they're trying to fight for that home field advantage and have the road to the Super Bowl go through Detroit. I actually like that.
Oh yeah. I
Yep.
mean, they like it loud over at Ford Field, so bring it home and get that stadium pulse going for the away team.
Yeah,
God.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love how people are making a giant poster of those.
Oh yeah.
we we need Eminem at more Lions games again this year.
Oh yeah, dude. When when he was just like flipping people off,
At the
that was the best.
49ers game, he was just standing there when they were flipping them off, and then the script writers flipped the script, and the Niners ended up winning.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Detroit's game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that
Yeah, they
was theirs.
fucked that one up for sure.
Yeah.
Yep,
Dan Campbell got way too aggressive. Way
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
he did, but you know what? That's what makes great coaches. He's going to learn from those mistakes and he's going to make an
Huh,
even
And
better
that's
team
why
next
absolutely.
I
year.
love Dan Campbell.
Oh yeah, man. He's
Yeah.
one of my favorite coaches in the NFL.
Oh, he'll make players run through walls, but I mean, he needs. I'm just saying again, if both times, if Detroit chooses to not go for it and just kick a field goal, and they make said field goals, I think they win the game.
They do
I
win the
think
game.
they win the
They
game.
do win the game. They win
Yeah.
37-34, not 34-31.
Yeah, exactly. So they would have made the Super Bowl and they probably would have been Kansas City. I think.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah. So this is
I
their
will I
time.
will always be happy to see the Detroit Lions succeed.
Yes. So will
Yeah.
I.
They're one of our division rivals. I don't really have a problem with.
Neither do
No,
I.
no. As long as it's not Packers or Vikings, I will be glad to cheer for the Lions.
Yeah.
My sleeper team, I know they made the playoffs last year, but they're not getting enough love this season. Don't worry, this is not going what you think it is, but I'm gonna go with the Rams actually. I
Okay. The
think
way
that
you emphasized love, I was like,
yeah.
oh
Yeah, I
no.
saw your eyes get wide. I was like, that's why I said, don't worry, this is not what you think I'm going with it. But yeah,
Well,
no,
consider
I'm
the fact that you have I like the Rams too. You got Puka Nakua back for a second year with you got Cooper Cup back. The Rams upgraded the running game with Blake Corum.
Kyron Williams has been a stud.
Yeah, the Rams are
And
no team to
Yeah.
mess with next season.
yeah,
This
they'll be
season.
good.
That's a good sleeper team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I personally feel like the Arizona Cardinals could be a serious sleeper.
give the Cardinals a couple years. I'm excited
Well,
to
I'm just
see.
saying because they kind of could be like the Bengals from 21. You get because after Joe Burrow's first year, you get Jamar Chase. Boom! Look what happens. The addition of Marvin Harrison with the Cardinals, I feel like, is just huge.
Just got to
Yeah,
get Kyler off that Call of Duty, man.
yeah.
Yes,
You
that's the
got
thing.
and you got to get him a defense that's stable. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals defense is, eh, I don't really care for them.
Cardinals will definitely be.
I kind of support the Cardinals just because they're the old Chicago Cardinals.
Yeah, and I like a lot of the underdog teams. I mean, the Cardinals, they've been mediocre for a long time, and Kyler's always had like an unfair shakeout, but I'm really excited to see the connection between him and MHJ.
They'll definitely be hanging up there with their opponents. And the Cardinals, they did have some good wins to end the year last season. I mean, sure they were 4-13, but they lost a few close games. Their first two games of the year were by one possession.
Yeah.
Lost 20-16 to Washington, lost 31-28 to the Giants,
I
lost
will
the
say
ball. Sorry.
I will say I like Jonathan Gannon as a head coach though. I think I know I know Philly fans were ready to ride him out the door, but with what he did, with what he had last year, I mean, he kept that team fighting like week in and week out and stuff.
He did.
I think he's a solid coach. I mean, it was hilarious to see him go back to Philly and take care of business against his old team. I mean, the fans hated him. They wanted him out after he lost the Super Bowl, but I mean, give him credit.
You
He
also lose to Seattle by 1 point. You lost to Houston by 5, Baltimore by 7. There's a few more wins in that category than just 4. So I think the addition of Marvin Harrison, that's huge.
yeah.
No,
Not saying it's going to win them. Not saying it's going to win them the division, but Cardinals will definitely
they're
have more wins.
they're gonna be growing the next few years.
Yeah, no doubt. They'll be a fun team to watch going
Hell,
forward.
I wouldn't sleep on Washington either. You got Dan Campbell as your head coach.
Well, now that you don't have slithering rat like Daniel Snyder running your team anymore, I mean, there's a lot of hope for commies fans. So
Exactly. I like Jaden Daniels with the commies.
yeah, I I think Jane Daniels is going to be a pretty damn good quarterback.
Yep. Which rookies now do we see standing out? Because there's a lot of good rookies.
Caleb,
Oh,
he's
yes,
gonna be
obviously.
rookie of the year, man. That's my pick. Fuck all the other rookies.
I'll go with I'll pick a Dudesay for mine then.
Oh well, you look at you two being homers.
Yeah, buddy.
Look at
It's our year.
look at you two being homers.
It's true.
I'm gonna go MHJ, a guy who you wanted to
Okay.
take as your homer pick, but yeah, I'm gonna go MHJ.
All right.
I like Marvin Harrison Jr. as well. He definitely will bring excitement for the Cardinals. Something, something the Cardinals, some excitement at wide receiver since Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
True that.
Sure, DeAndre Hopkins has a moment with the Cardinals, but Fitz will always be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he was the only guy who really wanted to be in Arizona for a long period of
Oh,
time,
yes.
so might as well.
Now, what about MVPs? I know it's early, but
Um,
Uh,
that's a tough one. All right, you know what? I'm going my AFC guy because he's back, he's healthy, he's fully loaded. Give me Joe Burrow. Joe
okay.
Burr.
Joe
Get him
Burr,
back.
okay.
Yep.
God damn it. Patrick Mahomes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Call me crazy.
it's gonna be another quarterback this year, as much as we hate to admit it. Looking at MVPs,
Yeah.
I am going to pick Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh. Wow, that's
Not bad.
The
that's
man loves it in Miami. He's got a big extension. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle got extensions. Their running game's loaded.
yeah.
Not sleep on the Miami Dolphins.
I I think that I mean Tua, obviously we heard him say stuff about Mike McDaniels and how Brian Flores is time there. I mean, he basically called Flores a terrible person and said that he told him he sucked, he didn't belong here. And you see what Mike McDaniels has done for Tua. I think they'll continue to grow. They just got to beat some winning teams,
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say, yeah, the only winning team they beat last year was Dallas.
which doesn't really count because Dallas always chokes against
Oh,
winning
Dallas! Oh,
teams.
Dallas! Oh, yes. I was just gonna say they were playing Dallas, so.
Yeah, Dallas is more fraudulent than Miami is.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I would love to as my MVP.
Yeah.
Now, this is a fun segment that I always love to do at the end of every at the end of every football talk. Our picks, our three picks are our lock, upset, and third winner.
Go ahead.
My lock, the Buffalo Bills over the Cardinals.
Mm,
Sure, I said the Cardinals are going to be a sleeper, but you're playing Buffalo.
yeah.
My upset, and this is a wild one right here. The Raiders take down the Chargers.
All right.
And my third winner, the Bears.
All right. Yeah. My lock is going to be the Bears over the Titans as well.
Okay, okay.
My upset is going to be. Hang on, let me look back at the schedule here.
No
Oh,
worries.
my upset is going to be the Panthers over the Saints,
Oh,
Uh, uh,
and I'm going to go for my third pick, the Eagles over the Packers in Brazil with no green.
how about that? That a game in Brazil.
wow.
Stupid.
What uniforms are they going to wear for that game though? Since no greens allowed.
Oh man, Packers might bust out their yellow and blue jersey, the old school one that they got
Oh,
those ugly
those
ass
old
jerseys,
school ugly ass
and
jerseys.
walk
Who's the
down.
home team for that game?
Uh,
I
that's
think it's the
Philly. It's
Packers. It's
Philly.
I know
Philly.
the
Okay.
Eagles are.
Yep.
Well, bring out the black jerseys.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what you got to do, I guess.
Yeah. All right, so I got the week one schedule here. My lock of the week is going to be Cincinnati over New England. I think Joe Burrow
Oh,
coming back, that's going to be healthy. My upset, I'm going to go Denver over Seattle.
okay.
Bo Nix, yeah, great preseason.
Yeah, I
I
was gonna
think
say
he'll,
this is a really new look Denver team, but I'm excited to see what Bo Nix does for the Broncos.
yeah, so am I. And then my third winner of the week, give me Baltimore over Kansas City.
Not bad.
I like it.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. I think the
Baltimore
Ravens,
coming in for revenge after losing that AFC Championship
I
game. Let's
think
go.
think they're going to learn quite a bit from that AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
And you got Derrick Henry in the backfield, so that's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, they have the perfect answer. The
A
wrecking
two
ball
for
of
one
Derrick
special in the
Henry.
running game.
I mean, if they just can throw the ball because that's what they needed to do instead of run the ball a bit more. I mean, they tried throwing the ball and making Lamar the pocket passer at the worst time in the title game. And it was like, why are you not running the ball? Focus more on the run game, ground and pound. And there's no excuse for that now because you got Derrick Henry with Lamar. So you got to do
And
that.
Derrick Henry will still have plenty in the tank.
No doubt. He's still running strong.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. A lot to do for our NFL talk. Now let's go on to the college football side of things. We just had the first weekend of college football wrapped up, and let's just say that Florida State is a team that's not going to make the playoffs at all.
Good.
And they will not be ranked for the rest of the season.
No, that was a terrible loss.
To Boston College, oh
They lose
God.
to Boston College and Georgia Tech in Ireland.
Yeah.
Two unranked teams.
Boston College did it for Johnny Gaudreau.
For Johnny. Rest
That's
in
what
peace.
happened.
Rest in
Yep.
peace. But God, man, Florida State is just cursed ever since last year when they got screwed over in rankings and stuff. I mean, mm, it's been nothing but pain for the Sooners, and honestly, I don't know where you go from here.
Yep, and I'm taking a look at the coaches poll. The coaches poll right now. Florida State is out of the coaches poll for rankings.
As
Not
they should be.
surprised.
As
Yeah,
they should
and
be.
they will not be ranked for the rest of the year.
They don't deserve to be after that.
No, you just lost to two subpar teams.
Yeah. No, they don't deserve any rankings after that. So sorry. Better luck next year, Sooners.
Oh well. Seminoles.
Or Seminoles. Sorry, Sooners.
Seminoles.
I'm sorry. Why did I say Sooners? Okay, I'm so sorry. Okay, forget everything I just said. I said Seminole. I meant Seminoles. Sorry.
I mean,
I am
Oklahoma, they got a tough run too. I mean, they're playing in the SEC for the first time and Texas. So
They're
yeah.
fucked.
Yeah,
I mean, you have to play teams like Alabama, who destroyed Western Kentucky, no surprise. Alabama, LSU, Auburn. Don't worry about Florida, because I think Florida's going to have a down year.
Oh yeah, no
With
doubt.
how bad they played against Miami. Don't sleep on
Yeah.
Miami. I like this Miami team.
No, yeah, Miami looks really, really good out there,
Yep.
man.
Yep. Mizzou is supposed to have another strong year. You can never count out Ole Miss. Tennessee, Vanderbilt might do something this year.
Dude,
Oh,
that was a good game against Virginia Tech.
Yes. Yeah, this SEC is loaded.
it's scary that Notre Dame actually looks somewhat competent.
Okay, all right.
It's Texas A&M,
the
though.
brakes. Pump the brakes. Notre Dame is like this every single year. They do
Thank
great
you.
for the first 3 to 4 games, and then all downhill. I am sick of the Irish going, this is our year, this is our year.
Oh, I
And
hate
every
them.
single year it just plummets
Texas
down. So
Texas A&M is really not that good of a team either.
I hate the Irish, and it's scary that all the Irish fans are coming out of their caves on Saturday
They always
night.
come out of their caves, though, Matt. That's the
Yeah.
thing. They always do.
Yeah, let me just
I
say
wouldn't
this.
worry too much about it, man.
Let me just say this. Notre Dame fans are the college football equivalent of Dallas Cowboy fans. There is no
You're
denying
spot on
that
with
at
that.
all. Yeah, there is no
And
denying
then
that
Notre
at all.
Dame fans are specifically Notre Dame fans are hating on Caleb Williams just because they schooled Caleb Williams last year in that game. Okay, that's just one fucking game.
One freaking fracking game, which Caleb Williams didn't even do too much wrong. It was the defense.
Yeah,
Mm.
his defense let him down in that game. They gave up over 40 points. That was not on Caleb Williams. The whole team just played like shit.
Not one bit.
Yeah, which I mean, USC's defense can only. I mean, there's a lot that USC couldn't do on defense last year, and
then poor LSU getting up on the wrong foot again.
Brian
They haven't been the same since Coach O left.
It's a great day to be a Tiger. Yeah,
Brian Kelly giving us a great rant on post game.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not. I mean, but come on, coach. Got to see these players playing like this. I mean, Jane Daniels, you're losing him now. So what are you gonna do?
Exactly. I mean, they hung with USC. It's just that they let it get away. They let that get away in 2022. They let a game against Florida State get away.
Oh, I remember that one. That lives rent free in my head.
Yeah.
You know, another team who I see really having a down year this year? Clemson.
Ah, yeah. I mean, Clemson got pipe bombed by Georgia. I mean, that's Dabo's on his way out. There's no doubt in my mind.
As much as as much as we hate to admit it. I like Dabo Swinney, but his time at Clemson's up.
Yeah, he's done.
And Georgia's they're just gonna kick more ass this year.
Garrett Nussmeier for LSU. He looked all right. 304 yards on Sunday, 2 touchdowns. USC's quarterback, Miller Moss. I mean, he had 378 yards and a touchdown. So I think both teams will be fine, but they can't let games get away.
No.
And LSU is always on the short end of the stick, letting so many games get away from them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's been their MO ever since 2019. They've been right there. It's like, oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
You gotta get closer. Ian had to go run some quick errands, so he is going to hop off the show. But Ian, we thank you as always for coming on to the Kodos Mojo.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, boys, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yep,
See ya.
and I'll see you Sunday for the Bears game.
You got it, bud. All right, boys.
Yep.
See you later.
Have fun,
See you
Ian.
later. College
Yeah.
football, we got an exciting weekend coming up.
Yeah, we really do. So I'm excited to see it's week 2 of college football action back here.
Yep, we got a big one to start the day on Saturday, Texas and Michigan.
That's gonna be a fun
I'm
one.
taking Texas in that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Texas here because
I don't think Michigan is as strong as people think they are. I really don't think so.
Yeah, no, they're not. So they Michigan lost so much star power after that title game where a lot of their players got drafted. So I don't know. I think they're done. I think they're fresh bait for Texas this weekend.
Clear bait. Oklahoma State will take on Arkansas. That should be a good game.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. Nebraska hosts Colorado.
I remember this game last year. Matt Rule talked so much smack about Deion Sanders leading up to the game, and then Deion Sanders walked and Shadur and Shiloh and the rest of Colorado, they just walked right in there and just pummeled Nebraska right in the mouth. So
not this year.
You're not going that this year. Okay.
No, Nebraska's coming out.
Well, that's
It's
going to be a fun
really
one.
close game, though. I'll tell you that. Dylan Rayola, sure, he was playing UTEP, but even against those small teams, I feel like these big teams always struggle, and Nebraska did not do that. Rayola looked good on Saturday.
Yeah, he did. So we'll see. But Shadur Sanders, you cannot count out Shadur Sanders.
Nope. Even though they limped by North Dakota State last week.
Hey, W's a W.
Exactly. Tennessee takes on NC State. That should be a good one.
Yep.
Kansas takes on Illinois. That should be an interesting game.
I'm excited to see that one.
Yep. A lot of good games this weekend, Matt. I'm excited.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
For sure. And we know one thing for sure. If Florida State's not knocked out of the rankings, something ain't right.
Yeah. Yeah. That ain't. I don't know what kind of optimistic drugs the coaches' rankings are smoking if they decide to rank Florida at all.
Exactly. Florida State played like shit these past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
They will not be in the rankings for the rest of the year, nor will they make the college football playoff.
Exactly. They will not make it.
Exactly. For sure. All right, Matt, off the gridiron, onto the racetrack.
Oh, boy.
We always got to wrap up with some NASCAR. We just did this morning on Kotobuck, but we got to talk some racing now.
Exactly. Let's do it.
Yep. Starting off with an amazing weekend at Darlington. We're going to cut to the chase. Hate to bring up some pain again, but Matt's favorite driver, Sheldon Creed, came up so close again. The poor guy has had some shit luck all year.
Saturday, I know we've had 11 second place finishes, but this takes the cake as like the most painful because he had it won. He had it won. He was going to set sail and drive to victory, and stupid AJ Allmendinger stayed out on track and should have
just gonna say he was one of 2 suspects to rob Sheldon Creed. AJ Allmendinger and Sheldon Creed's pit crew.
I'm convinced the racing gods. I'm convinced Sheldon sold his soul to the racing gods in 2020 to win the Truck Series title, because ever since then he's been plagued with bad luck after bad luck after bad luck after bad luck, and it's just it's never ending.
I still feel like Sheldon Creed is safe for the playoffs.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
plus 109. If he can stay in the top 10, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine, but God, Saturday was still frustrating. That was still frustrating.
I see him in victory lane soon. We just don't know when.
We just don't know when, but it's coming. I think it's coming. He's going to prove the doubters wrong, and who knows? I can see him making a deep playoff run. With the consistency he has, I can see him making a deep run.
And then he wins the championship, just like what Daniel Hemrick did in 2021.
I would love to see that. I would laugh hysterically, and I would love to see that.
Yep. And then for the Cup, Holy shit, we have a race on Sunday. Bubba Wallace and Chris Buescher, two drivers in the playoff hunt.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, both were eliminated thanks to an oncoming Chase Briscoe. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Chase Briscoe heard all the talk of Chris versus Bubba and said, "Hold my beer."
Hold my beer. Kyle Busch almost said the same thing too.
Yeah, I mean, they both heard the talk
And
and
Kyle
they
Busch was coming. And I thought Kyle Busch was for sure going to get him because, he
yeah.
was close with Harrison Burton at Daytona. And I thought he's coming. He's going to take that spot.
We did. Hey, Pat, you forget about Darlington 2020 though. I mean, look at how that race ended.
Exactly. Both the two were grinding it out. Kind of
Yeah.
similar to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very similar. But yeah, I liked it for Chase Briscoe. He saves his career. I mean, he already had his career somewhat
Saved
saved
his
by him going.
career, saved some potential jobs for some pit crew members.
Yes, yes, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I liked it for Briscoe. He's a guy who I feel deserved some good runs after some shit luck at SHR. So yeah,
Yeah. Now he's going to Joe Gibbs Racing, and who knows? Maybe that win at Darlington could be a spark for him.
never know. Never know.
And speaking of NASCAR, Matt, we'll talk about the playoffs shortly, but the schedule came out last week.
Oh, all right. Let's hear it.
The NASCAR schedule came out last week, Matt, and I'm honestly a fan of the schedule. We start off going to Daytona, then Atlanta, then Dakota.
Yeah.
A couple adjustments that we had.
Yeah.
One of a big one is Mexico City on June 15th. Michigan hosting a race in June with no Xfinity, though. That is a crime.
Yeah. No,
That is a crime. Xfinity is race great at Michigan. I don't know why you don't have Xfinity at Michigan anymore.
Xfinity race great at Richmond, and you don't have a race at Richmond too, which is insane.
You do have three Saturday night races, though. Atlanta, which that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Richmond, Daytona, and of course Bristol.
Yes. I like it. They're trying to get more Saturday night racing going, just like they did a few years ago, because we only had two Saturday night races this whole year, Daytona and Bristol, and now you get some more of it going. I don't know why. Why would you choose to run races on Sunday nights? Like, why would you choose to make
Exactly.
Richmond a Sunday night race? Like, come on, just do it Saturday night.
Talladega will be in the round of 8. I like that move.
Yeah, that's
Three
gonna be a
great tracks in the round of 8: Las Vegas, Talladega, and Martinsville.
yeah.
I am
That's
disappointed that Watkins Glen is not in the playoffs next year.
yeah, that they didn't even get a chance. I mean, come
I was just
on.
gonna say we haven't even raced at Watkins Glen yet in the playoffs this year. Yet I have a really good feeling because of how good this next gen car has raced at that track.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good playoff race. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Gateway probably is just like putting the bill a bit more to make it a playoff race.
I am excited for that.
Yeah, I mean, Gateway, I'm excited to see in the playoffs too. But come on, like Watkins, I like Gateway more in the summer though. I liked it more in June.
I know, but with the races that we've seen at Gateway lately, it's
Yeah,
been great.
it
Like
has.
it's a passing version of New Hampshire.
Yeah, exactly. It is like the same size as New Hampshire, but you're able to pass there, which is really, really nice. But it'll be nice. I'm definitely keeping that day as a lock to go with you to the playoff race at Gateway next year.
Exactly. It's again, the racing's been great. It's time we bring playoff races back to Illinois
Yeah.
because Chicagoland used to be a playoff race.
Yeah, that used to be the playoff opener way back when, and now it's not, and now we don't even race at Chicagoland Speedway anymore. So
Well, maybe in 2026.
maybe I'd love to see this next gen car on Chicagoland Speedway. I would
Oh,
love to see
with
it.
how the racing was at Kansas? Holy
Yes.
shit.
Yeah, I think it would be a great race at Chicagoland, but we'll see. Yeah, I think NASCAR is kind of just like blacklisted Chicago off the schedule, but I'd love to see it go back.
Yep. We start with Darlington, then go to Gateway. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be thrilling for sure. I think.
Mexico City's going to be fun. Iowa will be in August. Hopefully, it's not hot as hell out there.
It's going to be.
Yep. Well, Matt, the playoffs are here for NASCAR, the Cup Series
Yeah,
at least.
yeah, that's gonna be fun.
We'll make our picks for Atlanta Motor Speedway this weekend. We'll start with Xfinity. Matt, I will let you go first.
All right, so we made these picks on my show, Lauterbach Pit Stop, a little bit ago on Pat and I's show that we cover for NASCAR. If you haven't checked that out, what are you missing? Go check out Lauterbach Pit Stop. You'll see our full analysis and at Darlington and Atlanta there. But I made this prediction for Xfinity for Atlanta on our show. I'm going Jesse Love for Xfinity. He's been really good on restrictor plate tracks. Or no,
that's a great pick, Matt.
Yep.
I'm going to go with my same pick as well for Xfinity, and that's Austin Hill, who won back here in February. He's been owning the track a lot lately.
Yes, but yeah, we'll see. He's got to pick it up. He's been falling off a little bit lately.
Yeah, he's been.
Yeah, he's been. That's all I can.
He's still up there in the standings, though, which is good.
Yeah, I mean, this is somewhat of a get right race for him, but we said that about Daytona, and he wrecked on lap 1. So,
yeah,
don't
mind me.
I know you don't want to hear about it. I know that's a rent-free moment in your head.
Yeah.
Oh man, and then we got a Cup race playoff opener Sunday. That's going to be a fun one.
Yep, Atlanta Motor Speedway. Matt, who do you see winning at that super speedway?
All right, he's not in the playoffs, but he came oh so close to winning it back in the spring in that 3-wide finish. I'm going Kyle Busch. Rowdy he has come back to life. He just came back to life at the worst possible time. He missed the playoffs, but I think with what I've seen from him the past couple weeks, he can get himself a win.
Yeah, I 100% agree. He came exactly. Daytona and Darlington, he was close, but
yeah,
just couldn't get the job done. So I like that pick. My pick. I'm going to make the same pick as well as I did on Lauterbach. I feel like this guy will start the playoffs on the right foot. This is his home track. Chase Elliott.
All right. Hey, decent pick.
Yep. We're definitely excited to talk to NASCAR playoffs and stuff throughout the year. NFL. It's an exciting time to be a sports fan. We'll touch on some baseball soon, but it's an exciting time to be a sports fan.
Yeah, it is very exciting to be a sports fan, especially in Chicago. So things are starting to look on the up and up a little bit. Well, Sox fans. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. I know
I'm ready for the season to be over with.
Hang in there. You only got a month left.
Yep. All right, Matt. Let's wrap up with our fun segments, our big 3, and our fantastic and bonehead plays of the week. This week's big 3 is our big 3 NFL bold predictions. Matt, what bold predictions do you have?
All right. My bold predictions for the NFL. My bold prediction is the Niners will not make the NFC Championship game this year. They will be an early playoff exit. I know they brought back Brandon Ayuk after that stupid holdout, and they brought back Trent Williams.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, I hate it when it happens too, but I predict the Niners will not make the NFC Championship game this year. I am also predicting... what else am I predicting? I'm predicting that the Houston Texans, for the first time in franchise history, will make the AFC Championship game. They're the only team in the NFL to not make a championship game appearance. Houston can change all that because they have the talent and the
Now that you say that, yeah, they're the only NFL team to not make it.
Yep.
I would love to see the Texans make the AFC Championship game. They have the team to do it.
Yeah, they definitely do, and I think this is the year for them. They've added a lot more star power alongside CJ Stroud going into this year, so they're going to be the team to beat in the AFC South. And then my other bold prediction: Chicago will finish ahead of Green Bay in the NFC North standings.
I like that pick, man.
Yeah, that's a bold pick. I know that's asking for a lot, but I think it can happen.
Speaking of bold predictions, let's go on to my big 3 bold predictions. Kind of similar to yours, but different.
All right.
Those are some good picks, Matt. Now let's go on to my big three bold predictions. Kind of similar to yours. So here they are. My first one is an honorable mention. Caleb Williams will surpass 4,000 yards. He will be the first Bears quarterback in team history to surpass 4,000 yards as a passer.
Hey, we needed to happen.
Yep. Now to my actual big three list. The Packers will not make the playoffs.
Oh, that's a bit of a bold pick there, but we'd love to see it happen.
Yep. My second one, C.J. Stroud will lead the league in passing.
I can see it. I can definitely see it.
Consider the year he had this year and what they had and the upgrade they had on offense.
Oh yeah.
C.J. Stroud will be up there.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, he was 8th in the league in passing last year, but he didn't have Tank Dell for parts of the season. You have him back at Stephon Diggs with Nico Collins.
Yeah.
I like that team.
I like the Texans a lot going forward.
And my last one, Mike Tomlin will have his first ever losing season.
Yes, I think Mike Tomlin's going to have a losing season, and that's going to spark a change in Pittsburgh because change needs to happen.
Huge change.
Yeah, huge change.
Huge change.
Yeah, I mean, they need to do something there because if I really don't see the Steelers having too much success this year with what they've got going on.
They're a complete mess right now.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, that'll do it for our big three. Now let's go on to our fantastic and bonehead play of the week. Matt, what do you got for your plays?
Oh, my fantastic play of the week is going to be that 360 one-handed interception by that Robert Morris player.
Holy shit! You can't make that.
That was insane. That was incredible right there. I mean, that you cannot make that catch up. You can't make that shit up at all. That's a thing of beauty.
Thank you for stealing my pick, goddammit.
Yep. You can find another one. And my boneheaded play of the week is going to be AJ fucking Allmendinger staying on track when he should have came to pit road, cutting a right front tire down, KOing the wall, and costing Sheldon Creed his first career Xfinity Series win. So close.
Yep, that will live rent-free in Matt's head.
Yep. Until Sheldon wins, it will live rent-free in my head.
I like your plays, Matt. Let's go on to my fantastic and bonehead play of the week. My first one, Chase Briscoe waiting at Darlington after that unbelievable pass he did. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was such a bonsai move to get that lead there. That's insane.
Bonsai!
Yeah.
Some Karate Kid shit. I love it.
Oh, man.
And my last one goes to the struggling White Sox who just continue to make history. They have lost 108 games. They're my bonehead play of the week. The White Sox.
Oh, yeah. And we still got a whole nother month of the season left. So the loss total is just going to keep
going up and up and up and up and up. And
yep. Prepare yourself, Sox fans. I mean, you don't have to go to games anymore this year. You already surpassed the 100 loss total mark. So, I mean, do you see like only 7 Sox fans or so went there?
Fuck that shit, man.
Yeah, I Jerry Reinsdorf, if you're not doing so already, please just look at yourself in the mirror. Come on, man.
Sell the fucking team, please.
Yeah, sell the team. It's not too late to do it, Jerry. Just do it.
No doubt about it.
Yep.
And that wraps up the show. Matt, another good episode of the Koto's Mojo.
Oh, yeah. Very fun. And, hey, happy to get back in the NFL season.
Yep. We're excited to talk about that for weeks to come. Along with our show, the Lauterbach Pit Stop. Check that out, too. And don't forget to check out Ian's show, Stock Car Spectacle.
Exactly. Check them all out. They're great.
Well, thank you, everyone, for tuning into the Koto's Mojo. We will see you next time.